Let's talk about how to stop chunking the ball. You know the shot I'm talking about, the one with the very steep swing that hits the ground really hard, almost hurts your arms. Let's talk about how to fix that. Think of your golf swing as this big recipe. So we have this pot of boiling water, and we have this setup and the ball position and the swing plane, and everything that goes into a golf swing is going to come out in one of three ways. It's either going to be perfectly neutral at impact, too steep at impact, or too shallow. Those are our three options. And obviously, chunking is way too steep. What I want to do today is give you some shallowing angles to help you stop your chunking issue. Let's start out with some things you can do in your setup to stop chunking. Number one, I want you to start with a little bit more weight on your right foot. That will shallow impact. Obviously, if we had weight too much on our left foot, that's going to steepen it. The second thing I want to talk about is what you can do with your posture at address. If you're too bent over, you're going to chunk it. So we're going to stand a little bit taller at address, more like this, which will help the swing go a little bit more around you. And finally, if you're chunking and hitting the ball to the left as a right-handed player or to the right as a left-handed player, it means your club face is too closed. And a closed club face, if my hand is the ground, will dig into the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to weaken your grip a little bit, which means as a right-handed player, we're going to take the top hand here, your left hand, and just turn it a little bit more to your left, and that'll get the club face more neutral at impact and stop your chunking issue. Let's talk about some ways that we can stop chunking, specifically things you can do during your golf swing to stop chunking the golf ball. Number one, I want you to try to get a lot of extension, a lot of width in your backswing. That will shallow out your impact. Another one you can do is turn a little flatter. So your shoulder turn is flatter. You can really see this here, more of a level turn rather than a steep turn. That will help you shallow out as well. I also want you to practice making swings above the ground. You can see how that will also shallow out your impact. Do these three things and the chunking will no longer be part of your game.